Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Presented to you by Gasoline Alley, Harley-Davidson. Your three judges sitting cage-side are Blair Moore, Brad Hull, and Richard Fogarty. The attending physician here tonight is Dr. Phil Bailey. And when the action begins, your referee in charge is Brad Vicali. And now, live from the Logan Metro Indoor Sports Centre, it's fight time! 5 3-minute rounds for the CNT 74-kilogram title. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner with 123 fights, 95 wins, 65 by knockout. He stands 180 centimeters tall, weighing in at 75.95 kilograms. Trained out of Team NASA and representing France. He is an 8 times world champion. Please give it up for Yohan Lumberjack Lidon. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner with 117 fights, 87 wins, 40 by knockout. He stands 178 centimeters tall, weighing in at 74.85 kilos. Trained out of the Boon Chu Gym on the Gold Coast, representing Australia. He's a 10 times world champion. He's also the reigning, defending CNT 74-kilogram champion, the gunslinger, John Wayne Parr.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's main event time. Bex Tui with you, also Brad Hull and Dane Daddy Cool Beecham. For this one from the Logan Metro, we are live around the world. Thank you to our sponsors, Gasoline Alley, for this one, the Harley-Davidson shop. Great shop there as well.
All right, gentlemen, touch gloves, 5 3-minute rounds. We went through the rules of the rules meeting yesterday. I gave you further instructions this evening. You must punch with the knuckle part of the glove to the scoring part of the body. If your opponent's on the ground for any reason, don't punch or kick him. It's a foul and I will penalise you. In the event of a knockdown, furthest neutral corner and stay there till I tell you to come out. Touch gloves, go back your corner and wait for the bell.
I did speak to him earlier today and I said, how do you feel about this one? You know, you're getting on a bit, your promoter, the show's getting big, you're online streaming. And he goes, it's still all the same. I still feel the same. He goes, but you just know when you're up against one, like the odds and, you know, these guys.
Yeah.
So he highly rates this guy and he's trained the house down for it.
Let's not make any bones about it. This guy is, a week ago, won the 76 kilos, so a kilo heavier than this. WMC
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, 5
world title,
3-minute rounds.
arguably the oldest and most respected of the councils. He won it. And he's up against the gunslinger, the man who invented this art, it's fair to say. Hometown advantage for Wayne because he's done a lot more work with those gloves on and had a lot of success. And also, we are in a cage that he had made.
Yeah, look, in typical Wayne form, he'll sort of feel this guy out, but as soon as he sniffs anything, he's going to come with everything.
You see this so often with Wayne Parr. Yohan Lidon, very similar, the Frenchman in the black trunks. Wayne, you're right. It's that whole chest, and then it's like a 2 scurrying rats up a drain pipe, isn't it? There it is. There it is. A left-right high kick, but the Frenchman shrugs it off. Geez, he's got big arms, the Frenchman, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's thick. He's thick all the way through.
Lovely bloke too, it has to be said. Bonsoir to everyone back in France, although it's probably bonjour at this time of the morning, and bon chance. That's good luck, boys.
You know, one thing about Wayne, he's just so smart. I mean, he will give this everything. You know, he's a hard fighter too, but he is so clever. He's in there thinking. having a look.
Lidon done his homework as well, as Wayne looked to scurry it in, which he obviously often does. He's just fired off a little teep to the knee.
Well, for the word on the street, the Frenchman has some really heavy hands, especially in the right hand.
Oh, yes. The only fight, I've watched a lot of his fights, Yohan Lidon. The only one he really struggled was Yodson Klein.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, when the boxing computer is on, Wayne struggled against the boxing computer when the boxing computer was on.
Yeah.
So that's nothing. Just a quick fact about Wayne. Last loss in Australia, do you know when?
Bruce
was
McPhee.
Bruce McPhee, 2010 EVO.
Yeah.
Controversial points.
I don't think he lost that fight either. Sorry, Bruce.
Few people with you on that one, but we're here for a different reason, myself included. Now, we carry on. A real feeling out process, but these are two professionals who know we've got a Frenchman with heavy, heavy hands and a former Australian boxing champion who we know he's got sleeping pills in his hands, his knees, you know.
Well, the early stages, Wayne's scoring well. You know, he's racking the points up, he's having a look, and at the same time scoring. He's very, very experienced. You know, and so is the Frenchman. Really
shots. There's a very heavy leg kick there.
Yeah, they both got great chins too, you know.
Well, there are a few times last time out in the cage against Marco Pico where I thought Wayne was close to wobbling, because Marco is a big dude.
Yeah.
And Wayne Parr showed everyone just then it's not just a fighter who goes out and dominates as he sweeps Lidon. He's not just someone who goes out with pressure and dominates. He can trade and he can take, because he does leave himself open.
Oh, good little shot.
Shot into the left of the body.
And another show of
Does whatever
skill.
he can.
Really good technique from Wayne.
Will the years in Thailand, the many years in Thailand, they always come to the fore, even these many years later, as Parr moves forward, comes a little right from the Frenchman, but the Frenchman doesn't want to trade with him. Early on, I see Wayne Parr aggressive, Yohan Lidon uncharacteristically shuts up shots.
Yeah, look, I think he's, you know,
He wants to be here for more than one round.
Well, it's a big occasion. He's fighting the promoter on his own show, and he's the main event, and he's Australia's star. And not only that, he's well-renowned. He's fought the best. They've both fought the best in the world. So,
yeah,
you know, Wayne's clever there, I think. Really, really clever round.
Dane, how did you see the first round?
Yeah, you know, it's very close. I think Lidon, he's not going to get into a brawl with John Wayne. John Wayne come running at him with those punches towards the end of the round. He was just looking for the one clean, crisp shot.
Yeah.
He's very smart. He's got a game plan. He'll stick to it, and he's no slouch.
Still, it has to be said, early doors there were some great just 2 and 3 strike combinations from Parr that landed that probably gave him that round.
I think it was early in the round. He scored 4 or 5 left unanswered or undefended kicks. Wayne did to the left body. And I think that's a really good sign there, or maybe a tactic, just to slow him down, hit him on the side where all the organs are.
Seconds down.
I don't know. My liver's usually on the pavement on a Sunday morning, to be honest. Bex Tui here with you alongside me, Brad Hull, and the more sensible water-drinking Dane Daddy Cool to my left as we go into round 2. Early doors, if you've just joined us, Parr just ahead by our count, and that would be reinforced by the fact he is the reigning champion, and this is, of course, his hometown, although the boys trained some big shots early. Lidon from France, well, he's got the French flag on his right leg, doesn't he?
How,
you can tell
how
who he
quick
is.
was that left off the front?
Yeah, I think that first round was he's just settling himself
Oh,
up. He's
now
got a
his own
good
left.
left body kick as well, you know.
The finger there in the eye.
Well,
He's only going to build every round, and this is going to be a great fight.
the quality of Yohan Lidon is, to people who know the fight game, like this is as good a opponent as Wayne has had since Yodson Klein. Like he's a big deal. He's currently active. He's an 8-time world champion in good divisions, WBC and K1. And, you know, he's not a tomato can. He's a real deal.
He's realer than real deal Holyfield.
There he is. Oh, they come again. Jeez, it's harder to call these guys as an amateur. Parr wearing a couple of jabs from the Frenchman. He's cagey as he comes forward. Loves that, and that scores well with Thai judges. Loves the catch and sweep. And the key to that is the foot movement, isn't it? It's the foot movement to get on the inside. Again, Parr getting caught on his way in. Lidon has obviously watched many of the YouTube videos, as we all have. The gunslinger loves to come forward.
Yohan now putting a little bit of power behind these shots and also turning with his left leg.
Very good left body kick, very quick.
Just
Heavy.
fires
He's
it up, doesn't he, boys?
He's just very well balanced fighter. You know, this is This is going to be awesome.
Oh, they trade 1 for 1. It has to be said, the more starch in the kicks coming out of the Frenchman at this stage.
Yeah.
Lovely body shot from Parr. He gets him, of course, with a crossing right to the head there. Just high and low, nice and simple is working for Wayne at this stage. Another, that left body kick again. Again, boys, that is the one that over time will tell if Lidon, who gives Wayne a nice little elbow, if Lidon doesn't start blocking it. You just get the feeling still that these men are just searching each other out. No one's used their full power. Lidon, beautiful straight right, just went whizzing past the jawline of Parr. Had it connected, would have dropped many lesser men. Parr, the high, low, high again. Just goes to show these techniques, the high, low, high, that trainers like Brad Hull will be teaching the kids every day. They are useful against world champions. It's the way to fight. Oh, Wayne wearing a couple there, but again, squares up nicely.
Using that left kick just to upset his rhythm when he comes in punching. It's great work from John Wayne. But he you know, Lidon, he's very sharp. You know,
he is indeed, as Lidon moves out of the way of the left leg kick.
The heavier, when Wayne hits the left, he snaps straight back and just a little bit more heavier.
There we go, Parr coming forward, it's hands and legs.
This is where Wayne's good. If he can clip you on the chin on a few of those that come in, he'll score with a jumping knee or a big low kick.
And what I find with Wayne is that he knows when there's about 30 seconds left, and he goes, all right, I'll win the fight now. I'll win the round now. He's an accumulator, is Wayne Parr, through that pressure. That's a beautiful kick off the front leg, and maybe that flurry in the judge's eye and that sweep.
Yeah, look, a really close round. Could go either way. You know, Yohan has definitely turned it on. It wasn't hit the same guy as in the first, but he was just having a look, obviously. Wayne's in for one hell of a fight. These boys are going to be battered and bruised.
Lidon looks like he's in second gear and he's got about 5 more.
Yeah, I think next round he'll build. He'll just keep building. You know, he's very Thai style. He's very smart. And same thing with John Wayne. John Wayne will be there all day. You know.
I've got to pace myself.
No, it's a real chess match. This Wayne's got to bring on all his experience. You can just feel it. Yohan
I'll tell you what he is. He hits hard.
He hits hard, but he's very smart.
I think I said earlier that they're very, very similar, and I reckon they are. And I reckon they are in ability as well. I reckon there's not much between them. And I think that's not being disrespectful to either of them. I think they're both just amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, they exchange leg kicks. That's how it's been for the first 3. To start it off, Parr a little bit hesitant, but then really hammers in that kick. The punch kick, but Lidon not too phased. He's just sitting back saying, all right, let's see what you got.
Yeah, Dan, you mentioned before the balance of this guy is just...
Yeah, he's impeccably balanced, you know, and straight away, as soon as John hits him with that kick, bang, that left one comes straight back at him.
The beauty of balance is that, the counter comes so much faster because there's none of the gathering the body and being off centre and then loading up for the next shot as Lidon starts to get a little bit more high, a little bit more loop, a little bit more flight, as we say in the cricket game, into that left kick. Parr, very Wayne Parr-like. High with the jab, right to the body and finish with the round kick.
Yeah, he's doing very well this round, John Wayne. He's staying ahead on points. He's staying busy.
You get the sense, too, that Wayne's very aware of Yohan's power because it's move in, score, and go.
Good
See that? Look at that. Against lesser fighters, Wayne Parr does not get off the fence there. No. He punishes Lidon until he drops, but he knows that the Frenchman has sleeping pills in the gloves. So,
and power in his kicks too.
Look at that right kick. That right leg kick was beautiful from the Frenchman. Parr cops something up top.
Just pops that left body kick out again to upset him. Beautiful.
Says have one onto your calf as well there, champion, because he knows that in Thai fighting, even with the little gloves, it's the kicks and throws that score the best. The Frenchman's slipping on the advertisers. If we don't try that, it's not going to get any better. This is going to happen again in 2 seconds. The PVC that's on the canvas. A lot of blood after the Bradford trainer fight on that canvas, can I tell you? It was a nice shade of purple, boys, with a blue ring. Here we are, mid-stages of round 3. Bex Tui, with me, Brad Hull and Dane Daddy Cool Beecham, as Parr lands one up high, but it's hit the guard of Lidon, who cautiously moves forward. He's He's fighting like a bit of a scalpel at the moment, Yohan Lidon, isn't he? He's just looking for it.
Yeah, look, he's getting outpointed here by Wayne. I'm just waiting for him to have his turn back.
There he is. There he is. He's connected with something on the counter very nicely. The Frenchman, to me, doesn't like Wayne coming forward too much. And I know that's a stupid statement, because who does? It's like when people always say, oh, yeah, he's a great fighter, but he doesn't like getting hit. Like, who does? Who does?
He's just growing in confidence, John Wayne, now. He's doing it.
He is indeed, but geez, those legs are heavy from the Frenchman Lidon, Dane Daddy Cook.
Oh, he can't get complacent, you know, not with this guy.
And that's the thing with Wayne. Wayne will really want to put on a show, John Wayne Parr. He will want to finish this guy, and if he does, he will want to do it in style. And that's always the risk against someone like Lidon, who has the capability to end.
Dane, I see this, the way that round was, Wayne with the more striking, but with Lidon, the heavy hits. How do you score a round like this? And the judges, I mean,
I'd definitely give that round to John Wayne. He did score a lot more. He was a lot more active. I think Lidon is looking for that one counter shot where he digs his legs in, and he's just rolling those punches over, which could land. It's a great idea while John Wayne's on a flurry, but
because he looks fresh as a daisy, got to tell you, as he takes a sip of water.
Well, there's a little bit of urgency in his corner, so that, you know, like you've got to really beat this. This guy's a champion. He's the promoter. You've got to do something.
As we go into round number 3, or is it 4?
No, it's round number 4.
This is round number 4. 2 to go. Parr versus Lidon. Sorry, I was never good at maths. I did maths A at school, Dane. Remedial maths. As the boys trade, and maybe the Frenchman has hit his go switch. 2, 3, 4 punches. What did I tell you about that PVC in the centre? Someone's going to dry it, otherwise people will slip on it all day long. It's not going to get any drier by looking at it. As Parr and Lidon square off round 4, we've got about 2.5 minutes to go. Wayne Parr, typical kick, punch style, or punch kick. He doesn't really stand in front of you unless he's going to go you.
He's now starting to pick it up now.
He really wants to spring back off the cage and land that punch that we've seen on Facebook a few times, where he's got his right leg extending off the cage.
Oh, but good work from Wayne there. The left-right body shot. It's going to score well. The judges.
Again, the receipt from the Frenchman, though, but he seems to be just ducking his head and going into the 1-2. Where's the punch kick from Yohan Lidon? Is what I want to know. Where's the trying to chop John Wayne Parr's legs?
He's just amazing, Wayne. He just
evergreen.
Always comes through with the goods.
I mean, he's a bloke who last week won the WMC strap. And Wayne, again, just nearly breaks his shin. And then says, have one to your other side, and then covers it.
Got him.
Is that a count?
Yep.
No, he's just calling the slip.
Some might call it a count.
There is that vinyl in that corner too. It didn't look like a lot of power. It wasn't a big power shot, but sometimes doesn't have to.
It didn't look like a shot that would drop John Wayne Parr in a million years, it's fair to say.
Really hard. We had it back, so we couldn't see that one.
Either way, they go back at it, and there's no complaints from the Frenchman. A true sportsman is Yohan Lidon, a really lovely bloke. Got to spend a lot of time with him yesterday on the way to the weigh-in, etc. Really nice bloke. I can't speak highly enough of him as he lands another beautiful straight shot to the gunslinger's mush. Comes in, sort of ducks the head. It's a little amateurish at that stage, if I may say so, with the left body rip, ducking the head into the overhand right. There's a big thwack there. You heard it on the effects mics. I tell you what, Parr charging forward, he'll want to close this round out strong because he doesn't want to leave it in the judges.
There we go. He's caught him. That's what he was waiting for.
It's an 8 count for Parr.
He's digging his heels in and he's trying to catch John Wayne on the way in.
Yeah, Wayne seems to really have run out of steam in this last round, but he's still in there. He's keeping busy.
Bites down on the mouthguard, does Parr. He's just been dropped by the Frenchman, who keeps coming forward. Wayne has not been beaten in Australia for 4 years. 4 years. That's how big a deal. Yodson Clyde's come out here. Plenty of other people. Marco Piqué has come out here.
That's good for John Wayne.
Oh, there we go. He's coming back.
Yeah. John Wayne wants to square the 8 count, and he doesn't want to wait till the last round.
Wow.
But he'll have to.
We have got one hell of a fight now.
Whoa.
With that 8 count, that might have just evened up the scorecards a little bit. This one's going to be close.
I'm going to say this, boys. Whoever convincingly wins the last round should go close to winning the fight.
Yeah, I think so. You know, that 8 count was a big thing. You know, and he's just going to start hitting his straps. The Frenchman knows that he's got to win this last round to win it.
He also knows there's a sore spot on the gunslinger now as well. I mean, if you get dropped in the rib section, as we've discussed before, it takes a few minutes.
Yeah, and you know what? On the judges' scorecard, that mightn't be an automatic 10-8 too. If the judges feel that Wayne was winning that round or won most of that round, they can score in these rules 10-9.
Yeah, as well. Look, at this stage we have Parr winning the first 2, maybe 3. Lidon, the question mark would be over one of the earlier rounds.
It's really hard to the judges because Wayne's been busier and Lidon's been heavier. You know, and he's every time Wayne's, you know, in the early pieces where Wayne's landed something, he's landed something back. Look, it's been a great war. These two fighters are all class. It's going to come down to the last round.
It was all Wayne Parr's fight for the first 3 rounds until the Frenchman, Yohan Lidon, showed up and smashed him in the mouth and said, have a seat.
5 seconds.
An 8 count. In the last round, has it just about even, unofficially. Wherever you're watching, get ready. Thank you for your support. Here's the last 3 minutes of CNC4. Wayne Parr versus Yohan Lidon. This is big from the Metro in Logan. We join you.
You know, Wayne's been known to pull it out in the last round too, to just really overpower, overwork.
Yeah, you can
I don't see that's going to happen.
You can guarantee John Wayne's not going to leave anything in the tank. He's going to go for it.
I have seen probably 50 John Wayne Parr fights, and they always end in the 5th round of him just coming on like a hail of bullets. Against the Frenchman, who still looks pretty fresh, it must be said. Just
that left leg.
Sweet, fast left leg kick from the Frenchman, Yohan Lidon. He's going to score well. Parr still just measuring. He knows he's got time. He knows he's got a little bit of time up his sleeve, probably 2 minutes left or so. He really wanted that to come up. That's a beautiful body shot from Parr. Lovely body shot. The Frenchman, we can't see his face from our position, but he would have grimaced. It was a sacre bleu. That's what it was. As Parr sits back on the corner
now
of the
cage. Crowd getting behind their favourite. It's put some bit of instant in it.
John Wayne Parr, that's the chant. You can hear it. Logan is going off. Lidon doesn't look too phased. He says, I'll stand and trade. You let me know. Time and place. It's a Mexican standoff at this
Lidon
stage.
can't do this. He really needs to put the pressure on himself.
Yeah,
if you want to win the belt, you got to win the belt properly, don't you? You got to
take it
win
off
it.
him.
And John Wayne's, the whole time, he's just scoring with those leg kicks, just racking the points up.
Indeed, that's what he's doing. He's an accumulator. I've said it before, I've said it again. As a right hand from Lidon whizzes past us and past the chin of John Wayne Parr. Geez, those hands look sharp. I've been more impressed by the Frenchman's leg kicking, and I haven't seen a lot of it in this last round, save for the first minute.
Yeah, well, I think you mentioned he had a fight last week. Is that correct?
Yes, he did.
Wow, you know, that's backing up a week after a fight, especially a big time
Oh, he's
fight.
got him again. He's got him again.
He's called it a slip.
Who's it going to be, Logan?
Wayne's just bounced up.
Parr covers up.
Wayne Parr.
He's trying to tie Lidon up. He's turned him against us. We are sitting here, I'm right close to where this is happening.
He needs to hang on here. He's really spent now, Wayne. But he's got a great poker face.
He does. He is hurting.
To really pick it up, he needs to jump on him. He's very lucky not to get a count then, John Wayne.
Hands are going to come up from the gunslinger as Yohan Lidon brings those heavy hands through again. Parr says it didn't hurt. I bet you it did. Again, they come together. We feel that Lidon will need to knock Parr out or at least down to win this fight at this stage, and he doesn't have long to go. The crowd here at Logan Metro going wild, wherever you are. I'm sure there are people in bars in France going off at this one. And your man has acquitted himself as the champion that he is, the 8-time world champion. He's coming for the belt. There's 10 seconds. Parr spins, leaves himself open, and then decides to table
There
up.
it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, stand and applaud. We are off to the judges.
Round of applause. There's 19 world titles in centre ring right now, and they've earned every one of them.
All right, we're going to have fighters to the centre of the cage, please. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for our 2 warriors in our main event. Proudly brought to you by Gasoline Alley, Harley Davidson. After 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. They have come back with a unanimous decision. And